Yo, I thought about sharing some of my art. Some of it, some of it is totally AI generated. Some of it is like digitally painted. I don't know. I don't know. We'll go through this um chair right here is just something I was thinking about. One day I think I had a notebook somewhere and I just sketched out a chair and I said, how can I make this look super nice? I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Colors, man, there is a serious lack of colors in my life. The second one, not sure that I like how the animation turned out, but this third one, that was actually digitally painted. Let's click and see here real quick. I actually digitally painted that and then had Grok animate it. So spheres, balls, things of that nature. I don't know. I kind of like them. A similar digital painting was this sphere. The colors, I don't know if you've ever seen one of those coffee cups that you basically use that pink and turquoise color scheme. It's like a beige coffee cup with pink and turquoise or something. I really like turquoise and hot pink, stuff like that. It kind of turned out kind of cool. This is something I really liked. Again, with a lot of turquoise. Now, what I was going for is like a modeling, Mottling, modeling. But at the same time, it looks like a pool of translucent water with some little flowers floating on top. There's some detail, stuff like that. I really kind of like how the animation turned out for Grok Imagine. You got to be careful with Grok Imagine because there is like a not safe for work and spicy mode, and it could be against the law to use someone else's image to do that. It's also not acceptable. I'm just putting that out there. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Was again just a little sphere. With going back to that little coffee cup color scheme. Somehow I ended up hitting the top with a digital brush that made it look like sand. So, kind of fun. This one was like, reminded me kind of like of a black hole, but it's the opposite of a black hole. It's some kind of little ball, like emitting energy or something. We get into some stuff like I was really into the game Doom. And this is some kind of guardian of the BFG 9000. The Guardian. There might be some alt takes on it. Dude's running up. Oh, he's gonna snatch the BFG. I'm gonna test you. Brap. You want the BFG? Come and get it. Alright. This was from an idea I had for a tabletop role-playing game called High Fantasia. It's based on a world-building thingamajig where there's an obsidian core inside of a man-made planet, and they've got to have these engineers and priests to help like keep the obsidian core alive. Things like that. It's kind of a cinematic stuff. I don't know if I like too much of this gory stuff anymore, but I did mess around with it. Like I said, some of this is a little bit digital painting, a little bit AI. This was an idea about an arcade Sudoku machine that didn't really render. Like, you're gonna play Sudoku slots on a big old arcade machine. Kicking it back, there was an old meme called Nyan Cat. So I had Grok Imagine make like a Nyan Cat screensaver. I've said this before, I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics. So I thought that I was going to end up working as a sabermetrician for the MLB. And this is like a Nyan Cat sabermetrics panel. I'm not good at statistics and probability, though. I had like a really hard time with stats and probability. What you're seeing now is my favorite board game, which I don't own it because it's very expensive. It's called Space Hulk. It was supposed to be like a casual version of Warhammer 40K, but I don't really have time to play it or buy it and stuff like that. It's Space Hulk, and ninjas running around the Space Hulk. Things like that. Let's see. Ooh. So this is my bedroom. I took a photograph of it and just said, what's up with like a storm blowing stuff around. I've always wanted to own like some electronic equipment. Electronic equipment. So I just said, build me some, man. Cool. This guy was drawn digitally. I drew them digitally. I'm not good. Like I said, I'm not a good artist. I don't have good art training. But I had AI kind of flesh them out and give them some swords and some animation. I was really kind of happy with the way this turned out. I digitally painted this. Based off of some reference photo, and it was really bad. It was really bad. I just had AI go in there and like make some repairs and stuff like that. It does kind of have like a Studio Ghibli kind of thing going on to it. This is a painting that's actually in my bedroom. I hate it, and I'll probably paint over it. Go back to this was not too bad. It's the same painting, but I had Grok add in some yellow and red, and it's still awful. But sometimes you just have to try. See, that's actually a shot of my bedroom with that painting in there. Oh, pause for a second. It's maybe hard to tell bloop, what's going on here, but I have never really taken painting lessons, but was interested in it, and I did see the movie about Jackson Pollock, so I was trying to emulate Jackson Pollock to some extent, and that's supposed to be me. It's supposed to be me. And the fact that I think that I was thinking too much. I was trying to figure out life and my purpose and meaning through thinking. And you see right there where it's like a part of the brain connected to electronics, trying to understand like why don't I feel human? Why don't I feel human? Things of that nature. So I recently was thinking about that. Why don't I feel human? And it was recently that I realized I had been exposed to misanthropy. Misanthropy, MISANTHROPY. Because don't know if you've been exposed to misanthropy where you hate human beings so bad that you don't even feel human anymore. I almost feel like I missed out on the entirety of life because of misanthropy and psychiatric medicine and all that kind of shit. Hang on a second. There's one, I tried to make a painting of Frankenstein one time. I'm going to see what happens if I drop it into Grok real quick. So I'm going to attach, I don't want to show you my whole folder file. want to go in my pictures real quickly. Real quick, I had something I just wanted to do. I just wanted to do. Oh, we'll see here. I was actually out, like in my car, and I took a photograph of a house that was being built, and I said, "Can you do like a steampunk version of this house?" And it turned out kind of nice. I'm trying to see what Grok's going to do with it. Yeah, I just took the photograph of this house being built right outside the library, and he just said, gas punk it or steampunk it up. Turned out pretty cool. Anyway, that's just some art, man. I don't really consider myself being an artist, but cool. Peace out.